Good morning, children. This is Seema Prabhakaran. We'll continue with our history lesson number 3, the Delhi Sultanate. Today we'll be talking about the next dynasty, the Khalji dynasty, 1290 to 1320 CE. After Ghiyasuddin's death, a conflict for power began between Ghiyasuddin's successors and nobles. Finally, in AD 1290, an Afghan noble called Jalaluddin Khalji killed Ghiyasuddin's heir and took control of the Delhi Sultanate. He laid the foundation for the Khalji dynasty. Jalaluddin Khalji from 1290 to 1296 CE. Jalaluddin Khalji, also known as Firoz Shah or Malik Firoz, began his career in the army of Mamluk sultans. By the time he took over the throne of Delhi, he was 70 years old. He proved to be a gentle and generous ruler. He successfully managed to repel means turn away, a Mongol invasion during his rule and even gave one of his daughters in marriage to a Mongol leader. His leniency towards the Mongols and other rebels turned many nobles against him. They began to regard him as a weak ruler. His reign was short and assisted by his nephew and son-in-law Alauddin Khalji. Ultimately, Alauddin killed him and proclaimed himself as the Sultan. Next heading is Alauddin Khalji, 1296 to 1316 CE. Just like the Greek ruler Alexander, Alauddin Khalji wanted to conquer the whole world. He even assumed the title of Sikandar-e-Sani or the second Alexander. Although his plans for a world conquest did not materialize, but he managed to build an empire almost as large as that of Ashoka. Soon after taking over the throne, Alauddin launched a series of conquests to extend the control of the Sultanate. He conquered Gujarat, Malwa, Ranthambore and Chittor and managed to bring almost the whole of Rajasthan under his control. The campaigns made Alauddin quite rich. He, however, did not annex the territories he conquered. He allowed the defeated kings to continue as rulers once they agreed to acknowledge his authority and pay him tributes. To prevent revolts by nobles, Alauddin banned them from visiting each other, hold parties, or even enter into matrimonial alliances. He took back the land and other grants made to the nobility to further dilute their power. He also set up a network of spies to keep an eye on the nobles and officials. It was also during Alauddin's rule that the Mongols, led by Genghis Khan, attacked Delhi repeatedly. To guard his empire, he constructed new forts and repaired old ones along the routes which Mongols were expected to take to enter his territories. The threat of a Mongol invasion also forced Alauddin to mobilize a massive army. He reorganized the army and directly appointed the soldiers. The salaries were given in cash. Horses were also branded. Alauddin was one of the ambitious builders of that time. He built the Alai Darwaza, the Siri Fort, the Hazar Sutun. He also built the magnificent tank Hauz-e-Khas. He was also a patron of arts and learning. Amir Khusrau, who is known for his contribution to literature and music, lived in his court. That's all for today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.